I'm not. I'm not live. What an amateur. What an amateur. Tim, tell me about your race. Are you still doing the race that you wanted to do? Because I've just seen your WhatsApp message, dude. Are you still gonna do it? Apologies. I'm an absolute space cadet. I've only just started the stream. It's literally like I'm so rusty at this now. It is. It's terrible. It's really bad. the next few weeks when I start getting back on the bike and streaming again are gonna be hilarious. So how's everybody doing? Shmee, three streams on. That's good. You've got an option to watch. You can watch the streams that I've linked in the chat. I think Q was streaming as well. Apologies, Q, I haven't found your link in time. But yeah, also Zwift Community Live is streaming. So yeah, you're really spoiled for choice. Let's face it. But I'm just here to give some airtime to the boys. To be fair to them, they're gonna dig really deep tonight because it's not gonna be an easy one. It's not gonna be an easy one. I'll tell you that for nothing. And the group is fairly big, as you can see. I'll work my way back down. Unlike the Zwift Community Live stream, you can actually chat to me and I'll do things, whatever you tell me to do. Because I'll listen to the chat, whereas I know they don't necessarily watch it all the time. There he is, there's the man. The praying mantis at the back. Yeah, that's a problem, Lord. It's a problem. So here's Kurch. No, he's not going to get caught out, is he? No, he's not going to get caught out. Is Niels off? No. Where's Niels? Where's our man? I'm trying to look for WLC here. I don't think he's off the back, is he? No, it doesn't look like it. Niels looks like he's still in there. Although it's very hard to, unless I go on the companion app to see. But you guys know better than me. We have a new YouTube channel. Shock horror. I know there's only 67 of you in here. 68 is slowly going up. Make sure to hit that like button if you have just joined. Yeah, the new YouTube channel. It's called Backpedal. And really, it's kind of it's focusing on what we did with the live shave. So we want to do more live chats that are centered around not necessarily cycling, but just me, Scott, and Phil in general in a different light. I know a lot of you like live streams, and a lot of you like live chats. The share video might not have been your bag, and I totally get it, hence why we've made a different channel. You don't have to put up with seeing it on my channel, for example. So if you want a different taste and a different flavor of myself or Scott or Phil, then that will be your place for it. So if you want to go and subscribe, then there's a link down below to a very small video that we've only just put up. So again, it's not trying to be anything just yet. It's just it's a doodling platform at the minute, albeit a very nice looking one already, thanks to Scott. So yeah, I just saw Q there somewhere. I've lost him now. Typical. He's a snake in the grass, that man. He's he evades my mouse, my cursor. He has evaded my cursor. Lots of 5 and 6 watts per kilo. I see you getting pushed around here. No worries, Ryan. A new road to 1K it is. There he is. There's the man, and there's Tim Fulford himself. just hang around with Tim for a little bit. So we'll do a little bit of explaining. Hopefully Friday might be the first live episode on Backpedal, or rather live conversation. We're gonna talk a little bit about how I don't know how we named it, why we thought we needed it, and I mean you might be able to guess where the names come from. The fact that none of us can hold a topic of conversation longer than 30 seconds. We have to backpedal, quite literally, on every conversation that we have. So, yeah, I was going to call it off tangent, but no, it seemed a bit too long, to be honest. Exactly, Victoria, exactly. How do we allow friends to spectate our Zwift races? I'm pretty sure you can do it as long as so how I did it was I entered this race and now I'm currently just sat on the start line being an absolute turd. So in the words of VC, vegan cyclist, I'm not doing absolutely anything at the minute. I'm just sat on the start line, and I've just clicked on one of the guys as they were coming out the starting pen. And yeah, I've been able to follow them. So who shall I follow up this first climb? Should we follow... I'm trying to find Q. I'm also trying to find Gus, but... Trying to find their little head on the side. Their little Ed head. There he is. There's the man that we call the Goose. Come back next week for the team time trial. Highly unlikely, as my first ride on Saturday is going to be 15 minutes at zone 1. Hey Danny, how you doing? I've seen you being active on Discord. Very nice to see, pal. Very nice to see. 85 of you currently watching. Thank you so much. There's some links above in the chat if you just joined to one surprise streams rather, because we don't usually see Neil's streaming. So Neil's is streaming this race. It's about to get real spicy. So if you want to head over and see some pain faces, those are the links to head to. Again, Q, sorry, I couldn't find your stream in time, and now I'm like multitasking way more than I should be. So I'm afraid if I go away for a second, I'm not going to come back. Just as I, completely forgot to even start this live stream. I am such a space cadet. So immediately into orange numbers from Gus. He knows how to ride punchy. There's this man, and to hover near the front, and he's got a great setup today on his pink Tron. The Tron is probably the fastest bike overall on this course. Aside from, well, it's a toss between that one and the Specialized with deep dishes. But really, if you talk about like uphills and downhills, because obviously, apparently the Tron, I think it's faster uphill by just a second on this KOM versus the Specialized. But like, where do you want to save? Do you want to save a second on the climb, or do you want to save a second on the descent? And to be honest, we'd all rather save a second on the climb, wouldn't we? Apart from me, obviously, I like to make things hard for myself. So, started doing 30 minutes at zone 1 right now. Nice, Oliver. Well, I mean, if any of you fancy joining me doing 15 minutes at zone 1 on Saturday, I don't know, maybe you want to use it as a warm-up for a race you're doing, something like that maybe, then you're welcome to join. I'm sure Scott will like to join as well. Recovery's going well. Yeah, I'm doing quite well in the minute. Ben, you'll be alright. Hang on. Come on, Q. Come on, Gus. I mean, although I'm assuming there's a little bit of a split at the front. There's maybe 4 riders that have just gone through a second. And it's Kurtz with a 1:47. That is horrendously fast. Oh no, I apologise, it's not horrendously fast. I thought there was a huge gap then, but it hadn't updated. Gus comes through with a 1:54. That's not shabby at all. A lot of you will know that a sub 2 minutes is pretty quick up there. It's very quick. So some nice on Gus. And now we watch the master, doing what he does best, and that is drafting, or rather recovering in the areas where you should recover. Gus is a rider, by the way, that, particularly if you watch his Zwift power stats, he always has like quite a large difference between his average power and his normalized power. So what that means is that he's ridden the race, particularly lumpy races like this, as best as he can, in a sense that he's recovering in the places where you should be recovering, and then he's like punching really hard in the places where you should be punching really hard. Again, it's different from, lots of courses have different, require different strengths. But when you come into a course like this, which has lots of punches and then recovery sections, having a big gap between average and normalized is generally a good sign for how you've ridden this. A lot of people are riding obviously very close to their threshold, just hanging on to this race, to the coattails of this race. They'll be riding with a very small gap between average and normalized because they'll just be going hard everywhere, and they won't really have a chance to recover. But Gus, he's probably the first to admit that he's not the strongest rider in the race, but he has a very good tactical awareness of how to save energy, where to save energy, and how that just keeps him in the race a little bit longer. And sometimes it is literally just a case of keeping yourself in the race for as long as possible. At the end of the day, if you don't get to the finish, then at least getting to the finish should be your first priority. So he's made the front split just about here, although he is at a very high functioning heart rate right now. So hopefully you can just about stay in as they crest over here, because it will make the difference, to be honest. If you can just get over and then recover, he'll be good, no doubt, with a bit of draft and recovery in him. Nice one, Chris. I hope you're enjoying your spin this evening. Lord, Neil's back of the bus shelled out. Come on, Gus. Come on, buddy. Just that small gap. Just that small gap. Dosed did his first ride today. Did he do it outside, Danny? Ah, dang. Dang, Gus. Dang, that's so close. You're not seeing anything like what, ES? Oh, you mean the heart rate? Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Dropping heart rate like that is a great sign. It's something we should all aspire to be honest, because it's a sign of fitness without actually doing an FTP test. Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want to say they're fitter without actually doing an FTP test? I put my hand up for that one. So here's the front group then. A group of 45 or so riders. Anyone we know in this front group? What we'll do now is we'll follow this front group. We'll just see what comes of it, because I think Gus is just going to get swept up by this group behind. It's a fairly big group. But yeah, there's 44, 43 riders in this front selection. By the way, quick question. Anybody seen, is there a link? Is there going to be a live stream of the race on Zwift's YouTube channel tomorrow? Does anybody know? I've not seen anything. I'm just wondering if it is on YouTube or whether it's just going to be like on Eurosport or on GCN or something. Anybody seen it? See if I can jump in Discord just to get Gus is where's Discord? Here it is. Oh man, that was painful to watch then, Gus. But fair play. I have no idea if they heard me then. Oh, nice one, Keith. Ah, you got an email from Zwift. they heard me. They heard me. Good. Just no response. No problem. See if I've had an email then. Just give me a sec. Yeah, it's going to be dead short, this race, isn't it? It's going to be like 35 minutes. Yeah, 35, 40 minutes. Ricardo's a strong rider. Am I right in saying that? Matt, are you still in the chat? Yeah, you are, I think. So EMR's got his money on... Oh. Hello. On Kirch. Wow, that's great information, lot. Thanks for that, buddy. Demolished his PB. I mean, considering how many riders are still in this one group, it probably goes to show the caliber of riders in this race, which is no surprise, is it? Because we know it's the WTRL Premier League, and funny enough, like this league is likely to be faster than the Premier League, which was that on last night? I think I missed it. I don't know why since I'm not riding, I my head's been in the shed, and I literally don't know what's happening. My life has revolved around this World Championship event that I'm not even doing, and yeah, I just don't. I have no reference point in my life when I'm not riding my bike. Does that anybody else relate to that? Cheers, Matt. Thanks for that one. Yeah, Eddie Hool, I agree with you there, Keith. Nah, the Worlds can't just be on Eurosport, man. Surely not. That would be what would be the point? Like, why show every single Zwift race there is on Zwift on YouTube and then not go and show the Worlds? Like, way to go and kill your customer base, whatever the heck it's called. What am I looking for? Remind me. Email. Yes. Sorry. This is not a well-run stream, I must admit. Wow, look at that yellow van over there. Who's gone through the trouble of creating cars? I've actually not ever looked at these houses before. They're pretty cool, actually. There's another yellow van. Oh, there's two. Looks like a Mini Cooper parked on there, actually. Anyway, one rider off the front. Probably not even... Aha, yes, I've had an email from Zwift. Watch it live. Where to watch? Oh, it finished last week, did it? Cheers, Chris. Cheers. I got it, yeah. There we are. So tomorrow, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to watch. So we're going to have the camera like this, and you're going to watch me watching the world. Because unfortunately, I won't be able to show... I'm not allowed to show the race. As far as I'm aware, I'm not allowed to do it because, yeah, the rights and everything else. So if you want to just kind of join and I don't know, have me in the background while you watch it and just kind of, I don't know, because at least you'll be able to chat with like-minded people who you know pretty well in my chat. If you want to do that, then by all means, come over and have a conversation while the race is on. It could be pretty interesting. So I'll live stream it anyway. And yeah, I know the Star Wars Theory on YouTube. They do that with the Mandalorian episodes. It's actually like, it actually brings in a lot of people because the chat is very active. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that. He was dead in more way than one. 3 minutes dead. Yeah, I'll do a watch along. Yeah, I'll do a watch along definitely. To be honest, Matt, I don't want to risk it. I just don't want to risk it because yeah, yeah. Yeah. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't want to risk. I'd rather not risk my channel or like, I don't know, backlash from Zwift in saying that, you know, you should have just watched it on the Zwift stream for an event that big. And besides, I'm not in it. Like if I was riding the event, I'd live stream it. I'd live stream my race. Yeah, put a mirror behind me. That's a really good way of doing it, isn't it? Yeah, don't worry. We'll enjoy it nonetheless, won't we? What's that? There's a cow over there. Is that a cow? Oh no, it's a tractor on the left. Well, there are cows, but look at the tractor. The tractor's moving. Look at it. It's going behind the tree. That's pretty cool. Oh no, I'm stuck now. I'm stuck in the trees. Sheep. Look, we're in Wales all of a sudden. Attention to detail. Pretty good. Yeah, Mateus, yeah. I don't think it is a John Deere. I think it's a New Holland. Or maybe a Massey Ferguson, actually. My tractor knowledge. Make sure I got no messages I have to respond to. I've had quite a busy day today. And then when I get like DMs, I've still got emails to respond to. When I get DMs, it's really difficult to like. It's actually like getting around to answering DMs. Not that there's a lot. There's only like 6 or 7, but like answering them is. I keep putting them off. I'm terrible. I apologize if I haven't answered your DM in whatever way, or like email. If I haven't responded yet, I do apologize. So still together. I was gonna see if I can find actually the Zwift Power website for this event. Actually, why am I even searching for it? It's in my description. Can't find it now. Zwift Power. Zwift Power. Where are you? Zwift Power. 8:15. Here we go. So we have live. Alright, good luck, Zach. Wish you all the best. I know you do, Stuart. I know you do. I noticed the sheep. Yes. Right. We have 38 riders in this front group. 38 riders, and most riders are averaging. Actually, there's quite a few under 4. There's one rider here with a 3.7 watt per kilo average. Jake Saunders actually is one of them. He's riding a good race currently. he also has one of the biggest, he does actually have one of the largest variability indexes. So he's the difference between average and normalized, basically. So his is 7%. And there isn't anybody else who has that type. Kickr, for example, the difference between Kickr, oh, hang on, it's just updated now. The difference between Kickr average and normalized is only 6 watts, which is almost nothing. And considering how hilly the course is, you'd expect, it's almost like Kickr has ridden a time trial with hardly any freewheeling. So you wouldn't expect that, to be honest. Interesting you say that, Keith. I'll explain why. But like, do you know they're allowing two different? They're allowing only 2 power-ups, aren't they, for the Worlds? And the 2 are the most important power-ups, I think, for the really heavy guys. So Holden Camus is like, he's gonna really enjoy having a feather. Do you know what I mean? Like, that feather is probably going to give him, like, that marginal gain. Whereas, like, for most people, like, a feather, like, you know, like, is it really going to, you know, obviously it helps people to have a feather. But, like, for the really heavy guys, like, a feather is sometimes, like, a godsend. So, for Holden, that's going to be awesome. But even if he has an aero, like, they're both going to be really good for him. So, it's such a tough one to call, isn't it? I know, yeah. The women's race is going to be phenomenal. Hopefully I can watch that one as well, actually. I wouldn't mind watching them all, to be fair. Yeah, you're right, actually, Ben. His training difficulty could be set to 0. But I can't see why he'd do that, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, it's still pretty tight up here now, isn't it? There's not really much going on. Everyone's still, yeah, pretty much being held by the elastic. Good old Zwift elastic physics, keeping everybody together. Apart from this last bit, like, it's always that little bit where it goes flat and then kicks up, that causes the split. And there's people pushing, I mean, blooming heck, people are pushing into 10 watts per kilo. It's like a full-on sprint to the top of here. You know, that'll be the equivalent of me, you know, 9 watts per kilo is 540 watts for me. Well, was, until I put on like 4 kilos. So as we come around the top,
group until the sprint, first lap. Then I blew myself, and now I'm like, just riding easy. Just a heads up.
Nice one, buddy. Got to keep an eye on the front bit now, and then we'll drop back to see that last bit. Yeah, I'm 100 kilo. I like the feather. I heard today that Pidcock is riding a Wahoo Kickr when everybody is supposed to be riding Neos. I don't know if there's any truth in that, but yeah, I heard on Discord, by the way, so I didn't. It's not. It might not be a credible source, but yeah, that's where I heard. I can see a couple of people aero tuck in there. Perfect, absolutely perfect way to save a little bit of energy and to get that heart rate down, even if it's just 5 beats. Yeah, it's a big help. Oh, excuse me. Now, is this a little move going off the front? No. I mean, to be fair, like, Pidcock is a class act, isn't he? So, you know, you can't. The difficulty I have in calling it is the fact that it's like a 1 minute hill. And do you know, if it was a 1 minute hill on a World Championships on the road, you'd be like, you know, back in the day, Philippe Gilbert, You know, Greg Van Avermaet, you know, Stibar, you know, all these riders that, you know are punchy, you know, Michael Matthews, you know, Van der Poel, etc., etc. When it comes to indoors, it's like, how the heck do you even begin to call it? I don't know. I know I'm kind of giving myself a little bit of slack, but like, I honestly, like, I don't know. It's going to be such a good watch, and I think it's going to turn a lot of people's heads in a sense that, you know, obviously you're not watching the real world racing, but as far as like it being like competitive and juicy and like, you know, lots of things happening, so it's such a short race, I think, you know, there's lots to be gained from that, from all cycling fans. Oh, say the word years. Do you know Charlie gives me a hard time for saying years? I can't say ears. I can, but it just takes too much energy. I don't know why I say it, but yeah. To be honest, I don't think Van der Poel would win it anyway if he was riding, frankly. I think, you know, unless he was used to riding on it, but of course, it's different. It's different, isn't it? No, it's not a Welsh thing, Lord. It's just an Ed thing. Okay, so we come to the crunch point now then. I estimate a time of 35 to 40 minutes. It was pretty close. So we're going to stick with Kirch, I think, for this finish, because, I mean, he's always there or thereabouts, isn't he? So we'll give him some air time and we'll sit on his wheel, just like he sits on ours. So yeah, we'll keep an eye open to see if there's any small little attacks here, and then we'll jump back to the second group. At least with this race on this terrain, the groups are quite large and there's quite big gaps between them. Well, when I say big gaps, I mean like 30 seconds. 30 seconds to a minute, so jumping back to them will be quite fun to just watch how they come into the finish. Yes, the price the price you pay. Alright, here we go. Some feathers getting used. What is this going to be like? Obviously orange numbers straight away. Loads of avatars sprinting. Not many people going super early. Kirch is still seated, man. Look at this. The man is still seated, but now he starts to go and he has his aero and he's pushing 14, 18. I'm reading it as I see it, guys. 16.3 watts per kilo. Still 16.3, 15.6, 16.2, 15, 15.6, 14, 15 again, 14, 13. Crosses the line, takes it. I mean, you know, what else? Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Yeah, there's no way I'm finding... there's no way I'm finding the other guys, is it? So there we have it. I mean, I hope you enjoyed that. Obviously, I can't show you where everybody else is. It's gone completely AWOL after the finish line. But yeah, pretty ridiculous. But I think you knew that was coming, or at least the ones that watch and are regulars, you would have seen that. You would have known what was coming there. So, what is going on? What is going on over on the other streams? I need to open one up because I have no idea. Maybe that one? No. Trying to find Q stream. Something went wrong. That's weird. I don't know why it won't load it.
You guys cool in the back there?
I'm still moving forward, if that's what...
Go on, Jacko.
I got dropped like a brick on that sprint bed on the first lap.
I got dropped out the fucking...
Oh.
Yeah. I did a 154 up the KOM. That's like a PB by 6 seconds.
Yeah, so that looked real spicy up there.
Let it go because of I felt cramps coming.
No, because as soon as I crossed the finish line, it like basically took me back to the world of 1,000 people riding
yeah,
around.
I understand. Yeah, I see. Okay.
So my stream is now bombed. Yeah, so gonna get corned. Don't be daft. Don't be daft. It was good anyway though. It was a good finish between that group, although the group was still pretty, well, I'd say it wasn't big, but it was certainly like, you know, larger than average for a race of that kind of caliber. Don't mind me. Sorry, I wasn't meant to make that noise. Yes, Phil, the vegan. I'm feeling much better, thank you. Yes, thank you very much. So, guys, you're free to leave now. I mean, I can see half of you have already. So, before you go, please hit the like button. As I said, there's a new channel we've set up, a new YouTube channel, which is a place for us to dump long form chat content, video call chats and stuff like that, called Backpedal. So if you want to find out what that's all about, there's a link down below in the description. We have our first live stream chat thing happening on Friday, which you might be interested in. Friday evening. However, if it clashes with Mandalorian, I apologise. It wasn't my idea. And work with Ed. Yeah, I don't know about that film. Hang on a minute. There's Mr. Tom Shaw. How bizarre is this? Oh, Tim didn't have a power-up, guys. Tim didn't have a power-up. Hang on, I gotta take a photo. Where's he gone? Here he is. Yeah, send that to Tom. Yeah, so blow my neck. So, guys, any questions? Tomorrow, don't forget, it's the World Championship. So if you want to come and watch, then happy to have your company. But yeah. I wonder if I can find the results to you now, actually. So the results are in. The results are in. Stefan Kirchmeier. Kirchmeier. Kirch. Matthias de Roos, second. Who else do we have here? Florent Maillard, third. Gustav from Fusion, he came fourth. Eddie Hull, fifth. And, oh, look, there's our man. Ricardo came eighth. Kirchmeier's teammates came in 11th and 12th, so they had a pretty decent ride this evening. Wes Development had a guy in 6th and 8th. Yeah, BZR, although they came in second, they didn't really have anyone anywhere else. Whereas Fusion, probably the best of the rest, with their guy in 4th, 9th, and 14th. So yeah, they're probably second team on the night, with Kirchmeier's team taking the first spot. So yeah. In fact, Kirchmeier had 5 riders in that front group of... No, he didn't. He had 4 riders in that front group of 25. So yeah, pretty solid. Pretty solid indeed. And when am I racing again, Phil? Good question. Gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while. I need to look after myself first and foremost. I need to get back into it slowly. So you might not see me race until January, mid-January maybe. You'll see me riding, but you probably won't see me racing. You won't see any ed mode, unless you want to see me training on my way back to full ed mode strength, which I know you do anyway. Yeah, steady ed mode build. Yeah, so just go and subscribe to Backpedal, guys. I've said it too many times already. I don't get paid for it, so no, if you like the long form content we do, you'll enjoy that. And I can see we've got 17 subscribers already, which pleases me much. So do you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to log out. I'm going to end the stream because I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I'm going to see you tomorrow for the live stream for the Worlds. Set your alarm clocks. Be there or be square inside a triangle. Circular triangle community that we have. And then I'm going to jump in and have a chat with the guys on Discord. I don't want to get demonetized because of all the swearing from Andy. Yeah, and just give them a bit of a conversation. So and make sure they've all enjoyed themselves, because I feel like I'm just lurking on Discord and it's not really my scene. I should really get in there and chat to them. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing to all our channels, really, because they all offer something different. And I'll see you. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, see you tomorrow for that live stream. Yeah, got it. Right, see you tomorrow. Bring your popcorn and bring your ed mode. The end.